Hey everybody, it's your girl Soncerae here. I appreciate you tuning into my live stream. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream when you get here. You got one job, thumbs up the live stream, and then thumbs up the live stream. Share it if you may. Please come into the comment section and leave whatever kind of comment you would like, as long as it's not disrespectful. I am open to having conversation with just about anyone about any topic, anytime. All right. So choices. Everybody got options. Everybody got options. Um, I think that yesterday I was doing a live stream, and my live streams can be, I don't know, sometimes some trolls come in, sometimes some men come in who are beta, who are actually tired of being called beta, but instead of changing so they can be considered something else, they tend to get on my case by using the term beta to describe them. But beta just sounds better than man child. It's what I mean. Like, I don't want to keep saying you man children. I just beta just seems it's less syllables. It's better. I don't expect men to be happy to be being called betas if they believe like a beta is a negative thing. But for the most part, I think the term simp may be a better term because for some reason betas think that simps are guys who are good guys. It's weird. It's like I don't understand how men. To me, it's just like this. Put it this way: it's like two different categories. You got men who are bad men and men who are good men. And so the bad men, they think they're the good men, right? They really think they're the good men because they aren't the ones who were nerdy or weren't picked on in high school. They the ones that know how to they aren't the ones that know how to treat women. The street thugs, the street niggas who are actually betas think they're the good men, and it's so strange to me. But they think that they're the good men, so they call other men who are good men simps. It's almost like out of some form of jealousy. They feel some type of way, so they call the men who got their shit together, or the guys that y'all classify as like sport coats or corporate niggas. You know what I mean? Or like maybe y'all call them educated thugs. I don't know what y'all calling them in these streets nowadays. I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a golden girl. I ain't got time to figure out what language y'all using in these streets. But I do want to say that for every street man I know, every dude that took pride in being a dope dealer or going to jail or something like that, anytime they see a man who has never been locked up, who never been in the streets, who been out there, doing what they supposed to do, they classify that man as a simp. And that's weird to me. And those type of men I classify as betas, but they hate being called beta. They try so hard to try to convince me that calling a man a beta or a beta is not real. I'm like, yo, really it is. And then the toxic masculinity that these betas walk around here with got them thinking that that's what a real man is. And so it's just really hard. It's like, it's hard to teach men. You know what I mean? Even as a woman, I can only imagine what it's like if you are like an alpha male or you're like a good man and you're trying to teach other men who may not have walked the right path on how to be a good man, because a lot of men just don't want to walk the right path because they believe the wrong path is the way to go. And if you try to explain to them that it isn't, they don't want to hear that because they've been indoctrinated to believe that the wrong path is the way to go. When you've been hearing over and over and over again that the wrong path is going to bring you some type of salvation, when somebody try to tell you, hey, you drunk the Kool-Aid, my nigga. Like you drunk the Kool-Aid, you headed in the wrong direction, homie. They don't want to believe it. Like once you join the beta male cult, especially the one on YouTube, oh my God, I can only imagine what it's like for you to step away from that. And so while I'm on YouTube, like when I do have time to do a YouTube live stream, I try to bring something valuable. Honestly, I really don't know what to post on YouTube like that because I don't get on here as much as I used to. So I don't know what everybody's talking about or what everybody's doing on here to be able to keep up with the trend. But I do know that what I want to speak about here on here sometimes a lot of people might not be interested in listening to. I try to keep it positive. I try to get the best advice that I can, but I don't want to have the drama associated with me. And a lot of times when I got onto YouTube in the past, the drama was associated. So I want to get rid of that altogether. And it's kind of hard because people want me to still be a part of it. And I just don't want to have nothing to do with it. Um, I used to have like a big male audience, but it broke my heart to see a lot of men that I supported for such a long time turn their back on me and be so cruel to me. Now, no matter what social media platform I get on, I don't care if it's a social media platform I ain't never been on a day in my life. When I get on it, I'm instantly popular on it. And my audience will be like 70% men, 30% women. No matter where I'm at, it'll be more men than anything. But what I noticed with a lot of men, there's a couple of things that I noticed. Number one, most men do not know how to approach women, whether it's online or off. I've noticed when men reach out to me, they want to holler at me, they want my phone number, they want to whatever. They do not know how to talk to me. So I'm thinking about doing a series of videos on how men can approach women because y'all are really struggling in that department. And I'm not the only woman that's having this problem. I'm seeing screenshots of other women and their experiences with men who are trying to get up in their DMs or trying to talk to them, on Facebook or whatever the case. A lot of y'all are really fucking up your chances with a woman by the way that you approach them online. Like it's just terrible. You're doing things all the wrong way. So I was like, I really, really gotta teach men. Now it's really hard to teach y'all. And this is why I think a lot of Black women are more successful than Black men because Black women allow themselves to be flexible. We allow ourselves to be taught, and a lot of Black men don't. And when you try to tell Black men certain things just to help them improve, it could be something small. They don't want to hear it. And I think that's the reason why a lot of Black women, have won in a lot of areas, especially in business and money, because we'll sit down and we'll listen to some people teach us some stuff. So I think one of the biggest problems I've had just on social media trying to give advice, especially as of recently, a lot of men are hard headed and they think they know everything. And even if I'm just randomly giving advice, some beta male somewhere will burst out of nowhere and be like, "What you know about teaching a man how to be a man?" I keep trying to explain to guys, I'm not sitting here trying to teach you how to be a man. I'm teaching you how to have a good character all across the board. Having a good character has nothing to do with gender. You could be a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. If you have a good character, you're all right. So I'm just trying to teach men how to have a good character, number one. And number two, how to be able to deal with women. And one of the biggest problems I've had with the way that Black men deal with women is how they handle single mothers. Okay, single mothers are getting the bad hand all across the board. And 9 times out of 10, we are being abandoned, not by choice. It's something that we wouldn't choose. Like if we controlled the situation the way that we wanted to, it probably wouldn't have ended up the way that it did. But we end up having to take responsibility and accountability for the situation. And a lot of us just are still good people. We're still good women. We're still smart. We're still, good about our money, our finances. We're good parents. But a lot of men want other men to not date us because of their experiences with the poor choices that they made in women. Now, you can make a poor choice in a woman regardless to whether she has children or not. And I'm not going to sit here and tell Black men, the better woman is a woman who's not Black, because that's not true. It's a lot of beautiful, high end, gorgeous, nice, kind women who work hard and make their own money, who are feminine, who will show you respect, who will help you improve your life. I tell women all the time, be a man's paradise, peace, and his pleasure. If you're not trying to be those three, then you don't need to have no man. If you ain't ready to do all that, then you don't need to have no man. If you're not healed from your last relationship, you don't need to have no man. If you fearing that he gonna cheat on you, a lot of you, you don't need to have no man. It's the same thing with men. A lot of men are harboring their ill will and their ill feelings towards women that they used to date or a woman that rejected them in the past. It's literally men coming into my DMs trying to holler at me. And when I say I'm flattered, I appreciate, you appreciate in my beauty, but I'm not dating right now, or I'm dating someone. Dudes are literally hurt. They're coming at me saying stuff like, I can't believe you would do something like that. Why would you just turn me down like that? Literally over me just saying I'm not dating right now, or I don't date online, or I'm not interested. One guy sent me a picture of a penis, right? His penis, supposedly. And I said, you know, you sending the penis picture actually killed your opportunity right there. So I'm going to have to give you a no, and I'm going to have to pass on this. He got upset. He got upset. And it's like, why are you upset with me? You fucked this up because you don't just approach a woman coming to her DMs with a penis pic. No woman. Like, fellas, never give your penis to a woman in a picture unless she asks you for it. Don't just use it as a salutation. Talk about some greetings. My name is Samuel. Here's my penis. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you approach women. I don't care if it's a woman that you want to just sleep with. When you are approaching women that you sleep with, that you want to sleep with, there's a certain way that you approach them as well. If you want to get it. The reason why most of you keep losing in the woman department is because of the poor choices that you make as far as your behavior, as far as the women that you're choosing to begin with. So let me circle back to this whole thing about single mothers. I'm a single mother. I'm a good mom. I'm a nice woman. I'm funny, easy to be around. Not trying to sell myself to you because I got way too many men in my inbox already. So don't come in it trying to holler right now. Just give me a moment. But men tend to automatically think women who have children like me are bad women. No, that's not the case. Another problem. I'm a model, right? Always model lingerie. I have an OnlyFans. Some men approach me automatically believing that I would be a cheater, or I would hurt them in a relationship, or I would give other men access to me sexually because, I'm quote unquote promiscuous, right? That's an assumption. Just because a woman is sexy, just because I put a price tag on my sexiness and sell it, doesn't mean I allow just any man to have my body. See, having a picture of my body and literally being able to touch my body are two very different things. They're not the same. They are not the same, not even close. You can look, but touch me, try to touch me, see what happens. You might pull back a nub, fucking around with me. Like, I do not allow men to even hug me. This is serious. The last date I went on, dude wanted a hug so bad, I was like, I'm going to have to pass because a hug is an energy exchange. I'm not just going to hug you. When I meet men, I don't hug them. And I've been like that. This is not something new. This is not something I created. I genuinely don't like hugging men. I'm not hugging men because of COVID. I've been not hugging men. I don't hug. I don't do all that, especially if I'm in a relationship. If I'm in a relationship with a man, I'm definitely not hugging no other man. But I go on a date with a dude. Our first date, I'm not giving you no hug. I'm not giving you no kiss either. I'm not having sex with you. None of that. I don't know you. This is an interview. This is something we do when we get to know each other. This is the beginning of a friendship. Sex is not a salutation. Just like a dick pic in my DMs is not a salutation. So that's something that I would love for men to stop doing. Please discontinue doing that. All right, whatever you do. Black men don't want to hear that they make bad choices in women, but you do. You make assumptions about women. You put stereotypes on top of women, all because of a poor choice that you made in women. Now, I said this the other day to some men. I said, stop telling women to choose better men and start checking your homeboys who are out here being shit stains and womanizers. Check your homies. Now, a lot of men was like, why I gotta take responsibility for a woman's choices? She chose that nigga. That's not my responsibility. I can only deal with my shit. Homie, me telling you to be selective with what friends you choose is me talking about your shit. Who you hang with, who you roll with, who your friends are. That's your life, your responsibility. So if you're not a bad man yourself, why do you have bad men around you? Why is that the company that you keep? Why is that your circle? If you are none of the things that women complain about all of the time, why do you have these men around your family, around your women, around your business, around your money, and then try to act surprised when they fuck up your shit? These men are bad across the board. They're not just bad to women. They're bad to you as a man. But you don't see it that way until he end up fucking somebody that's close to you. Maybe your daughter or your cousin or your sister. And end up playing with them. And then you start feeling the pain. When you should have got rid of them when you found out that they was juggling women long before that. But you guys pat these type of men on the back. You keep being friends with these dudes. You keep giving these dudes social acceptance. For what? Why? What's the point? They're not good dudes. You're not supposed to keep men around you who do that. It's a poor choice. It says a lot about your character. But black men don't see it that way. You think, oh, what he doing with other women is his business. If he playing other women, then he's just playing other women. No. Stand up. Have accountability. Have some responsibility. Take on a leadership role. The reason why so many men, black men especially, are slacking is because you don't hold each other accountable inside of the black community. What we're struggling with is black male accountability. If you see a man that's not taking care of his kids, speak up. Say something to the nigga. If he don't hear you, if what you say to him goes in one ear and out the other and he ain't think about nothing you talking about, that's not your homie. Because your friend, your real friend gonna listen to you. Your real friend can sit down and have a man-to-man with you about whatever. That's a friend. But if you come to your homie and say, yo, you should take care of your kids, or you should, you classify yourself a good man, he gonna listen to you. If he really somebody that you need to be around, he gonna hear you out. Because that's what friends do. But if he try to make it seem like what he doing is cool and it ain't your business and whatever negative thing he could say, that's not your homie. Y'all got to stop trusting these niggas around your women, around your children, around your job, around your money. Stop doing that shit. Y'all do that more than y'all make that big mistake over and over and over and over and over again. You trust the wrong men to be cool with. It's men that you cool with that told you to leave a woman alone that you shouldn't have left alone. All because he was jealous. He told you some shit about a woman that probably wasn't even true. And as a man, men do this. When men are rejected by women, they go out into the world and try to make this woman out to be a bad woman so no other man will want her. You have seen men do this over and over and over and over. But y'all try to act like men don't do that. Yes, you do. Men gossip like women. Men sleep around. Men cheat. And women do all of that shit too. So you got bad women, you got good women, you got bad men, and you got bad women. I'm sorry, I just said that. You got good men and women, you got bad men and women. But men try to make it seem like there's no such thing as a bad man. Come on. I need that shit to stop. Why do we call the men always hang around males that conduct very immaturely? What? Why do so-called men always hang around males that conduct exactly? You consider yourself a man. I get what you're saying, Sapphire. If you consider yourself a man, if you consider yourself an alpha, you're an alpha, right? You're a man. You're a good man. All across the board. You got your money together. You got your woman on your side. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You know, whatever it is. But then you get online, you get onto YouTube, and you see men disrespecting other women inside of these comment sections, and you never say nothing. You just join in or clap them on or sit there and laugh. But you think you a man? That's some bitch nigga shit. It is your responsibility as a man to check other men. Just like women. When we see other women doing fucked up shit, we check them on it. We don't be going around here giving each other a pass, patting each other on the back. Do you know how fast a woman will turn their back on another woman for the smallest thing? And sometimes that's a bad thing, because I'd be like, ladies, y'all should stick to each other. Like, one of the biggest problems I have with women is when women break the sister code, or they standing on the wrong side of the sister code, and they find out that they man cheating on them, right? And then they go try to beat the side chick ass. What the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be pumping that side chick for information so you can stick your foot down your man's throat. Because he ain't your man, and try to pretend like he was. This bitch didn't make you no promises. She don't know you now unless she was your friend. Then we got a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother thing. If she was your friend, then okay. But damn, y'all getting mad inside, beating side chicks up, bashing them in the head, trying to shoot them and kill them. What are you doing to this nigga? These beta males be out here trying to break us apart, play us against each other. They be fucking up marriages, relationships. They be fucking up their homeboy shit. It's not just women. They be messing up their homeboy stuff. But men don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that they homies messing them all up. Messing their whole life up. Missus, what type of tips you want, baby girl? What type of tips? You got to be specific. When you talking to me, I'm like, tips. Tips about what? What type of tips you need? You just got to ask me what type of tips. So, if you talk about black men, I'm getting back into that. So, like I said, black men make poor choices in friends. They make poor choices in friends. They think that being an alpha means they a street nigga. How many women can they collect? Quantity of women over quality women. That's stupid. That's backwards. Let me explain something to you about quality over quantity. Let me explain that. When you see a man who's a quote unquote player, he a womanizer, right? He got all these women. Every time you see him with a different woman. You know why you keep seeing him with a different woman every time? It's because he's picking low-hanging fruit, number one. He's smashing them and dashing, right? He smash and dash, right? But they were low-hanging fruit from the beginning, because usually women of value are at the top of the tree. They're harder to reach because we have standards and boundaries. We have things that we require out of men for them to be able to have us. So we're harder to get. Quality women are few. It's easy for a man to have a lot of women. That's easy. Because all you got to do is reach for the low-hanging fruit. You got women out there who don't have standards, don't have boundaries. They're out there. You got women out here that will sleep with just about anything. And trust me, I'm not judging no chick. I'm not judging no chick about where she stands. I'm not judging nobody about where they stand in life, because you can always improve. Even when I'm talking about betas, you can always improve and become alpha. You can always make change. I cannot respect a person who doesn't want to improve. That's just bogus. You can be a better person. You can live a better life. You can make better decisions. Life is not over. Life is only over when you are content with being stagnant and low energy. Okay? Wait, you want a weight loss tip, Mrs.? The Mrs. want weight loss tips for men or for women? For men or for women. And Walker Ramirez, that's exactly how I see it. If a man cheated on me, I'll only hold him accountable. No woman promised me anything. He did. Exactly. These women aren't promising you nothing. They don't know you. Let me tell you something. And I've said this before. I was a side chick, right? I was a side chick to a man for maybe a year. Okay. And he was like feeling some type of way about his fiance, who was a flight attendant, and she had cheated on him. So I came into the situation wanting to be exactly what I was, a side chick. I wasn't trying to be promoted. I wasn't trying to be his woman. I wasn't trying to marry him. Nothing. I was trying to be the friends with benefits situationship we was in. I was very comfortable with that. But the reason I was so comfortable with it was because of my previous pain. I had been through so much shit in the relationships before I even met him. I repeat, not trying to be in a relationship with nobody. Yeah, I wanted to have fun. Yeah, I wanted somebody to help me get past my tough time. But be in a relationship? Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. So sometimes there will be people that you meet, and the stage in their life that they're in is why they behave how they behave. The choices that they make at that time is all they can handle. It's all they can deal with. So I try not to judge people where they are. I try to move, I try to just look at them and try to figure out what's the context behind what you're saying and you're doing. All right, weight loss tips. Keto diet. Keto diet. I said keto. Keto diet. Works like a charm. Drink you some water. Walk every day. Let go of the red meat. Let go of the chicken. Don't eat chicken, especially fried chicken. Don't eat it. Eat salmon. And I don't mean wild, I mean wild salmon, not farm raised. There's 4 types of salmon. I'm not about to get to this deep thing about weight, but have some fish and some salad, some vegetables and some water. Eat fruit. Stop eating after 7 o'clock. Don't eat nothing after 7 o'clock. Count your damn calories. It's as simple as that. So anyway, black men, you guys make the poor choices in women all the time. But you don't want the world to know that. You want the world to think that everybody else got the problem but you. No. I was almost a side chick and I encountered his woman and had no clue he was with anyone. But like you, I was only interested in friends with benefits. But the chick was so ready to fight when I had no clue who she was. Do you know how stupid women look with that shit? Men try to play us against each other. Have you noticed that? Men try to make women think that there's a difference between a main chick and a side chick. Oh, I love her more. She don't mean nothing to me. That's just somebody just on the side. They don't mean shit. No. Okay, granted, they might not mean shit to you, but apparently I don't either. Because you didn't even have enough respect for me to not lie and manipulate me. Because you got to lie and manipulate in order to cheat. Don't respect people who don't have self-control. And when they promise you that they got self-control, don't trust that. Part of being a damn adult is you having a level of self-control. An ability to go out there and make a better choice. You having problems in your relationship. Okay, you're having problems in your relationship. Have you tried to speak to your partner about it? Yeah, they're not listening. Okay, just let time and prayer fix that. Or if it's so bad for you, leave the relationship before you start trying to manipulate. Because if you don't leave the relationship and you decide to cheat, it makes the situation worse. Cheating does not improve a situation. If you genuinely want your relationship improved, the last thing you'll do is cheat. I was talking to a friend earlier today, and I asked him, because he known me since I was like 19, 20. I asked him, I said, are you surprised that I'm still single at 40? He said, hell yeah. I said, why? He was like, because you're so good to men. So good to men. I said, well, why do you think I was cheated on? He said, that has something to do with men and their insecurities, not you. It has something to do with them. You could have did everything right. None of that matters. That has something to do with them and that their insecurity. I said, is that why you cheated on me? He said, yeah. It had nothing to do with you. It was because I was insecure about your modeling career. I thought because you were a model, you were going to be meeting a whole bunch of men and you were going to be sleeping with them. But that was me being insecure instead of just trusting you. I said, oh my God, you just now realizing this? He like, yeah, it took you all these years to figure this out. I said, well, I'm a different woman now. I'm not the woman that I was when we first began dating in my early 20s. I'm different now. Now I'm the woman that have been with these men in these relationships where they didn't hold up their end of the bargain. And when you get in a relationship with somebody, the bargain is monogamy.
right? Y'all agree we're going to be monogamous to each other. Monogamy is what we're going to do. But what has ended up happening in almost every relationship I've been in, they did not hold up their end of the bargain as far as monogamy goes. I've always called each one of them cheating. It has always been another little side chick that these men had every time. So then the question came into my mind, how come they don't just choose being poly? Why not just be poly? What is so bad about being polyamorous? Now, I didn't learn anything about polyamory until I was a side chick. Before that, I ain't had no clue. After I decided to be a side chick, I was brought into a whole nother world of what relationships are. And I found out that polyamory was a thing. And polyamory ain't nothing but a whole bunch of people just deciding that they're going to love and respect one another, and everybody know about everybody, and nobody's going to lie and manipulate. So all of these men is getting in these monogamous relationships, and they're not ready to be monogamous to begin with. They think the solution is being monogamous but cheating. That's stupid. Just be poly. But they believe that being poly, they're going to lose out on women who want to be monogamous. See, the thing with men is that they want women to be monogamous to them. They don't want to be monogamous themselves. And that's where the problem comes in with all of these relationships. That's why it's so bad for a woman to be in a relationship. I asked everybody on my Instagram, I said, hey, who do you think benefits more from relationships? Everybody said women. And I was thinking to myself, how in the hell is it more beneficial for women when most women end up getting cheated on anyway? Because most of these men don't want to be monogamous. We're talking about quantity over quality here. Quality men are walking around here alpha and got too much to lose to be juggling women. But the average man walking the street is a fucking cheater. Flat out. And he'll give you reasons why he's a cheater. And it'll be justified in his mind. It won't make any sense, but it'll be beta male logic. And a beta male ain't nothing but somebody that's not prepared. Beta males are just pre-alpha. You understand what I'm saying? That's all a beta male is. Pre-alpha. He's a beta male pup. His mind is underdeveloped. He hasn't improved. He hasn't learned. That's all betas are. So it's more of them than alphas because it takes time and skill to become a good person. You don't just wake up one day and be good. Well, yeah. Listen, you come out the womb good. Put it like this. Everybody comes out the womb good. And then how we were raised affects who we become. And once we grow up, we got to unlearn all of the shit people taught us that actually made us make these poor decisions in life and fuck up our shit. So we got to go learn our own lessons because some person that raised us taught us wrong. Now, that's not everybody. Some people had some good parents. Some people had some good parents who taught them the right thing. But like I said, the average person walking the street was raised by an average person. So they're doing average people shit. So to be exceptional, to be different, to be better, you have to work towards it. You don't just wake up that way. You know what I mean? Like you got to really work hard to be better. It is not something that you just do. It takes energy. And that's why a lot of people want to be wealthy, but they're not. Want to be slim, but they aren't. Because it takes discipline to do that stuff. And a lot of people lack self-control and self-discipline. So it's hard for them to improve, especially men. Men are so lazy mentally. They may be physically strong. A man will go and work out, had the discipline to go work out his body physically, but won't have the mental discipline it takes to be faithful to a woman. Do you know how mentally strong you have to be a man, right? Where a society has taught you that you are supposed to overpopulate the earth and everything is supposed to be about how much sex you can have. But you got to turn around and have self-control through that and say, hey, I got this lovely woman that I love so much that I made this monogamous contract with. I made this agreement with her. I can't break it. I can't break my promise. Do you know how hard that is? When men have these penises that just get hard at any moment, do you know how difficult it could be for a man to be in love with a woman, right? He love her, but he not liking her very much right now because she going through whatever she going through in life. That's his girlfriend or his wife or whatever, but she going through so much she ain't even having sex with him. I have a friend whose wife had a stroke, and half of her body wasn't even working anymore. She couldn't even walk. She was in a wheelchair. She had to go to physical therapy to get her body back to normal. And she wasn't having sex with him. Do you know how frustrated he got after a couple of months? Like after about 5 or 6 months, he was like, I gotta have sex. My wife not having sex with me. I don't know why my wife not having sex with me. And I had to say to him, please don't cheat on your wife. Just give her a moment. She had to relearn her body all over again. She probably don't feel sexy no more. She probably scared for you to touch her. I had to tell him that. He had no clue. It didn't even occur to him that that was what was wrong with her. He just thought she was just being selfish. No, sometimes something is wrong. But some men, it take another woman saying it to them, or it take them really having strong will to not cheat, to make a better choice. And I notice men have a difficult time making a better choice. It's so hard. Y'all are hard headed. And it's hard to reach you guys. I swear to God. I made a TikTok the other day. I was like, listen, go out there and get the type of women that you want and stop fucking complaining. Stop complaining about the single mothers that you don't want to date. Stop complaining about the black women that you don't want to date. Stop complaining about the women that wear weave and makeup that you don't want to date. Stop talking about the women that are overweight that you don't want to date. And go date the women that you want to date. Do you know what these betas was coming in my comment section saying? Don't nobody want no single mother? Homie, I just said it's okay for you to have your preferences. Date who you want. Just stop bitching about the women that you don't want to date. No betas or alphas want to date single moms. I was like, oh my God, are these niggas listening? Are these niggas listening at all? No, because they're too busy trying to encourage each other to behave identically, but not even in a good way, not even a positive behavior, in a toxic behavior. Betas teach other betas how to be toxic masculinity having ass simps. And then they simp for each other, defending each other when each other do fuck shit, defending each other when each other cheat or lie or abandon their children or not do what the fuck they supposed to do. And you give each other excuses. Excuses for why you can't be alpha. You know why the excuses come? Because what you were taught about being a man is not what a man is. And this is not coming from a woman who is trying to teach you how to be a man. This is coming from a woman that can tell you straight up. If you have a fucked up ass character and you male, that's not being a man. I can tell you that straight up. Because good men, alpha men, have good characters all across the board. And if you're walking around here with a dubious character, you are not a man. If you're walking around here abandoning your children, you're not a man. It's not hard to figure that out. It's not rocket science. It's not coding. It's simple. 1+1 = 2. I can look at your behavior and tell you. It don't take skill. So my biggest thing is when I do come onto any platform and I want to teach some black men stuff, I don't want to sit here and have to bash men all day. Who wants to do that? No one wants to do that. I don't care enough to sit here and just bash a whole bunch of men about their complaining. My goal is to encourage you to go out there and be better and do better so you can get better. Do that. I'm here for that. I give you tips on how to do that. But you're never going to improve and be better if every time you look at a woman, you look at that woman as your competition, or you look at that woman as less than you, or you look at that woman as, someone you can't even sit down and be cordial with. Like if you feel some negative type of way about women when you see one, there is something going on with you that you need to heal from, that has something to do with some woman in your past. Do you know how many men got mommy issues? Don't know how to deal with that. Still hurting over their ex. Don't know how to deal with that. So they just mad at women. Women ain't shit. Women cheat. Women lie. Women use men for money. All women are blah, blah, blah. No, it's just a poor choice that you made. And I'm doing my job when I'm talking to women, because I tell women all the time, listen, honey, go out there and get your own bread, number one. Number two, take care of your physical appearance. Exercise, eat right, be healthy at least. Because what makes you attractive is you being healthy. A lot of women don't want to hear that, because a lot of women want to be accepted as they are. They want to be accepted overweight. They want to be accepted, you know. Now, there will be a man out there that will love you for however you look. But you will do that man a great disservice if you don't take care of your physical appearance. If you don't go out there and exercise and make sure that your blood pressure is right, your blood sugar is right. You doing yourself and him a disservice. And if you got kids, you being healthy is the best thing that you could do for everybody around you. Because when you're not healthy, can't nobody benefit from being around you. Everybody wants to benefit from each other. We need your love. We need your support. We need your cooking. We need your skill. We need whatever. Basically, that's all a mom is. What you think a wife is? What you think a husband is? It's a life partner. It's someone that supports you through this life experience. And when one of you is no longer healthy, what ends up happening? Everything just starts crumbling to the ground. You've heard families, they'll be good, everything be fine. And then somebody pass away and the entire family is now an entire damn shit show. Because everybody relied on one person to keep the entire family healthy. When everybody is healthy in the situation, where you got a healthy wife, healthy husband, and I don't just mean physical appearance, I mean mental health as well, emotional intelligence as well. Where you got mothers, fathers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, everybody working on their mental health and their physical health, you have a strong family unit. But a lot of people don't think that way. They don't think like that. It's rare people walking around thinking that logical about family, about relationships. That's why there's people out there like me that exist to be able to say to somebody, okay, you want a healthy relationship? Let me explain to you how you can get it. Not everybody out here trying to be a relationship guru so they can get some money out of you. I hear people always asking donations. When the last time you seen me throw up a goddamn cash app? It's been a long time. I hear people spread rumors about me all the time, talking about some. Remember when I committed suicide? I supposedly committed suicide, remember? I committed suicide and somebody supposedly took up donations. I didn't take up donations. I'm still trying to figure out where those donations at. I hear that rumor all the time. Soncerae took up for donations. She faked her death to get donations. Where these donations at? Please. Where they at? I didn't get any. Ain't not one damn no donation came to my Cash App. Not today, not back. I haven't had a donation come to my Cash App. Oh my God, it's been a long time. It's been almost 2 years. Because people were donating to my son. So I don't get online and give relationship advice for cash. All right. Now I might sell my art. You know what I mean? Like I got my graphic design business. I might do a course one day. You know what I mean? Like a financial course or something like that. But for the most part, I give free advice all day, every day, 24/7. And a lot of that shit is good. It ain't like it's the suck ass relationship advice. Let me tell you the relationship advice I think sucks ass. I don't know if y'all ready to hear this one. Damn, a woman telling another woman that the only way she gonna have a healthy relationship is if she date outside her race. That is the worst advice I ever heard somebody give. Date somebody who's not black and you're gonna have a more successful relationship. That is not true. Because as you can see, it's a lot of ain't shit ass white people too. We just saw them storming the Capitol. So they out there. So don't think that you could go to another race of people and you won't have another set of problems. Each race has their own set of problems. Now don't get it twisted. I like white people. They cool. They easy to live around. Let me tell you that. They cleaner, a little quieter. They like stuff done neatly. At least the wealthy ones I live around. But do I think that being with one of them, my relationship will be better? No. Because if I'm not a good person from the inside out, I'm not going to be a good person to be in a relationship regardless to who I'm with. To me, that's the worst advice people give when you tell somebody, oh, they just got to choose better, but you don't tell them that they also have to improve who they are as a person. When I say that black men need to choose better, yeah, you need to choose better, not just the women that you date. Don't just level up on the women that you date. It's the same thing for women. Don't go out here just leveling up the type of man you date, where you're dating a man because he makes more money or he works out or he does whatever it is that you want him to do. But then you sitting out here still eating fried chicken, going to Popeyes every night, feeding your kids McDonald's and shit, having bad spending habits, don't know nothing about financial literacy or education, don't know how to be a good parent, don't know how to talk to a man, don't know how to treat a man, don't know how to get no kind of massage, nothing. Couldn't spoil a man, don't know how to reciprocate, nothing. Same thing with men. Got all these women doing all of this stuff for you. Don't know how to reciprocate, nothing. Don't know how to respect a woman, nothing. But you think everybody else is the problem. That's the advice that I hear on YouTube all day long. Everybody telling everybody, hey, choose somebody better. But you don't tell women to be better from the inside out. It's rare that you meet a content creator or a person who is giving relationship advice that tells people to change who they are from the inside out, not just who they're dating. It's rare. So what I'm trying to do, also, here's another set of advice. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Another set of advice that I hate. That hypergamy shit. I can't stand it. I can't stand women going out here dating men for their money. Mama, go out there and get your own money. I like sugar daddies just like the next woman. I used to have them. But the one thing that my sugar daddies used to love about me is that I also had my own bread. I also took care of myself. They didn't just take care of me and that's it. You know? That's what you do. A sugar daddy is supposed to be in addition to what you're doing. A man that you get with that's wealthy, his wealth is supposed to be in addition to the wealth that you have. You're not supposed to just be using a man for money. Fellas, stop using women for sex. Oh, that's why a lot of men are out here, deadbeat baby daddies, ain't taking care of their babies. Ended up having a baby by a woman they didn't even love because they wanted to go out here and just smash and dash, pump and dump. Thought it was cute, pumping and dumping. Or they end up with a child, they got to pay child support for it, they ain't seen the child, don't have no type of relationship with the child, can't stand the mother. How you think you ended up that way, dummy? Pumping and dumping. I hear these idiots out here talking about stuff. We just gonna pump and dump single mothers. Really? So you gonna choose a woman that you know fertile because she just had some kids. So you know she worked. You know her uterus works just fine. Then you're gonna sleep with her, probably without protection, because a lot of you don't want to do that, especially in Atlanta. I mean, they ain't even wearing face masks in Atlanta like that. So I know they ain't wearing condoms. Okay. Okay. All these predominantly black areas and people ain't even wearing masks. They don't wear condoms either. Trust me. So you want to pump and dump a single mother, and that makes sense to you. And you don't think that that's beta. That's so stupid. That's a poor choice. If anything, you don't want to date a single mother, right? You don't want to take a single mother as serious, then don't sleep with her either. Don't sleep with her either. Don't sleep with women at all. If you still sit here struggling, trying to figure out what kind of man you are, and you don't have any type of leadership role, or you're not interested in mentoring children, or you're not doing nothing positive with your money, your time, your nothing, you ain't got no good hobbies, you don't know how to play chess or read a book or do volunteer work or damn mow the lawn or anything other than talk about pussy, you don't need to be having sex with nobody. If you on YouTube and all you do is sit there on YouTube all day long, all night long, and listen to a whole bunch of men bitch about women, you not ready for a relationship with no woman, whether she got kids or not. So you shouldn't be banging shit. Your dick is parched. It needs to be chilling. That's all you need to be doing is your hand. Nothing else. Because you haven't improved who you are. If you still letting sex be the forefront of your mind, if you're still sitting here complaining about exes and women that you wouldn't date, you aren't good for no woman. None. Not a high value one, not the low hanging fruit, not the single mothers, not the baby mamas, nothing. Men who pump and dump are the biggest idiots ever. You are putting your own penis at risk, having sex just to have fun, but it's a risk that you could possibly end up with an illness that a condom don't prevent, or a baby that you don't even want. But you think the bright idea is pumping and dumping? Like, what is wrong with you dudes? That makes no sense. It makes none whatsoever. And don't get me started on the ladies too. Y'all tripping. Let me tell you something. Girls be asking me stuff like, well, well, he don't take care of his oldest child. And I know he got 3 baby mamas. And I know he want to be with me, but I don't have no kids, but I just love him so much. Why? What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing that is so prophetic that makes you want to sleep with him? What has he done? He hasn't done anything that's attractive. Taking care of your kids, that's some handsome shit. I mean, ain't nothing sexier than a damn single father. Women love that shit. Fellas, I'm putting you up on game. If you got some kids, if you got especially if you have a baby, it is women like, oh, they will flock to you strictly off of that. Being a father is so attractive to women. You know why? Because we're nurturers. We love children. Most of us, especially us who have them. When I see men with that are fathers and they're taking care of their kid, oh my God, it's great. And the good fathers know that. They be in the store like with their little babies, trying to get women, single fathers that are no longer with the mothers of their children. If you guys was smart, if you deadbeat ass baby daddies was smart, and you really wanted some pussy, you would go get your kids. Take care of them, have them in the house and everything. That's one of the best ways to attract women. Taking care of your damn kids. But you don't have no sense. You just too beta. You don't hear a woman trying to give you some advice. Oh no, she's a woman. She's a single mother. I can't take the advice from her. She's just dumb. Come on, man. Ann Walker Ramirez, you said it. Pump and dump a single woman seems like he's the maker of single moms. Not a good look, not a good catch for other women. Yes, for sure. Of course not. Any man that's encouraging any man to pump and dump a woman is an idiot. You putting too much at risk. You create a single mother, another one, or you create another woman with another deadbeat ass baby daddy, and then you walk around in these streets and not take accountability for creating a child that you're not taking care of. That's what ends up happening. Let me tell you something. I was talking about this a couple of weeks ago, where I was talking about condoms. And I asked, should women carry condoms? One guy told me, yeah, women should carry condoms. You know why? Because I don't carry them. I don't like putting them on. A man told me this. A very attractive man. I don't like putting them on. If she don't have it, I don't want to wear it. I don't like wearing it. Then he said, most women don't want me to wear it. That's what he said to me. From my personal experience, it used to be like pulling teeth to get these dudes to put on a rubber. I had to carry condoms with me. I remember when I met a friend of mine in high school. When we graduated from high school, we used to travel. In my early 20s, we used to travel. And one day he called me with condoms in my purse. He said, Soncerae, you need to not carry condoms. Ladies do not carry condoms. Don't carry condoms. If he don't have condoms, don't have sex with him. I said, why? You know what he said? Because a man that isn't carrying condoms doesn't use them. So you shouldn't be having sex with him anyway. Let that sit with you. Because he's not using them with other women. He doesn't use them. That's why he's not carrying them. Miss Renee, pump and dump. So I was going to say pump and dump again. Sound funny. Pump and dump. Anyway, that raw feeling, right, Terica? That raw feeling. They like that raw feeling. You mean to tell me you're going to risk just getting that raw feeling for what? A couple of moments? Think about how many years. 18 years of taking care of a child. Come on, let's measure that. A couple of minutes of that raw feeling versus 18 years of taking care of a child, or the rest of your life with damn herpes or HIV or some other shit that you keep forever when you had sex with somebody. Measure that. Does that make any sense? But in the minds of men, it does. Miss Roberts, wetness. Let me tell you something about wetness. There are some condoms out there, girl. That lubrication, oh my God. Let me tell you something. It's some good condoms out there to where it almost feel like ain't one even on. Now, if you need some extra lubrication, there is some shit called KY jelly. You can use that shit if you want to. Hell, you can use that damn baby oil gel from Johnson and Johnson, that lavender kind, that motherfucking shea butter kind. You will be fine. It will be heavily lubricated. Okay, that's what I don't understand. A couple of moments of raw wetness in comparison to 18 years of taking care of a child. Is it worth all that? See, let me tell you something. I'm a demisexual. Do you know what a demisexual is? A demisexual is somebody who can't have sex unless they have an emotion attached to the person that they're having sex with. And it doesn't matter whether it's a man or a female or whatever they're having sex with. A demisexual is someone who has to be emotionally tied to whatever they're having sex with. That's me. So when I have sex, I'm not having sex for fun. Usually I'm having it because I feel something for someone. And to me, that's something I want to do with somebody that I'm emotionally connected to. Now, don't get it twisted. I've had casual sex. It's boring. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm sorry. People be like, you must not be doing it right. I don't know, but I do not like it. It's not cool to me. I don't like it. I don't want to experience it. I'm good. I gotta love you. It feels great once I love you. But usually when I'm in love, the experience lasts longer. Not just a couple of minutes of just wetness. You got like foreplay. Like I've had situations where we have made love all day and night. Somebody I was in love with all day and night. How many casual sex experiences do you have where you can have sex with each other straight for 24 hours and only take a break to eat or maybe sleep, take a nap for an hour, and then wake back up and have sex again? Women can contest that. That rarely happens. That is not something a woman goes around here and gets with a whole lot of men. Okay? You want to feel the wetness, but it's dangerous. Yep, dangerous. Fall in love, fellas. Fellas, fall in love, man. It's so much better. Pumping and dumping is way more dangerous than you actually meeting one woman and falling in love. If you're pumping and dumping, you still got some shit you need to deal with. You still got some healing to do. You still tripping off of an ex or some shit. That's dumb. You got a whole legacy. You got to start looking at what comes after you. People so caught up in their life and what's happening right now, they forget that there is such thing as years from now. There is such thing as 2030. Yeah, we're in 2021, but 2030 gonna come. They think that moment of wetness is it. And then for some reason, people think in order for a person to be a single mom, oh, she must be promiscuous. Nah, it only take one time to get pregnant. You don't have to keep having sex over and over and over again to get pregnant. One time. That's it. You don't have to have sex with different guys to get pregnant. You can have sex with one guy and that's it. Men should be more careful than women because a woman could only get pregnant one time a year. A man could get 30 women pregnant in the same day. Why are men more reckless than women? That doesn't make any sense, man. If you know that you can get 30 women pregnant in the same day, why would you want to pump and dump all of them raw? That, oh my God. And men do it all the time. Maybe that's why so many people are doing ANAL these days. So many men are wanting that now. Let me tell you why men want that now. The same reason why more people want to be poly now. The same reason why women are feeling more comfortable being Thaddeanas now. Why people are feeling more comfortable with being homosexual or transgender now. Because it's more acceptable. People feeling comfortable with having OnlyFans and having sex on the internet and being, whatever they're being, because it's more acceptable now. Yeah, you got people who are hateful, just like people, interracial relationships. People used to look at that sideways. Now everybody want to do that. Men wanted to do that. They just didn't feel like it was acceptable to do it. They wanted to have that type of, like freedom. Most people want to do certain things sexually, right? But they don't want to be chastised for it. I say it all the time about women and their sexuality. Women hide their sexuality all the time. All of the time. Because whenever we show our sexuality or we are comfortable in it, men get uncomfortable with that. You know why it makes men feel uncomfortable when women are like that? Because they look at themselves. They see who they have been all of this time. Because men do the nasty, child. Men do the nastiest shit. Let me explain to you. Being on OnlyFans, I don't do pornography, but let me tell you something. Men are so nasty on there. The stuff that men ask me to do, Men have sent me videos of them jerking themselves off and catching their cum in their mouth. Let that nasty shit sit with you. So can you imagine when a man is looking at a woman as beautiful as a woman is and realizes that she is having sex? The thought that comes in his mind about the stuff that he has done, and he's looking at her like, oh shit, she's done that? Because he feels like everything he's done is nasty. Men don't like that women can get nasty too. And trust me, women, oh my God, all you got to do is look on Pornhub.com and you'll see something nasty. You just be like, oh my God, women do that? When I see some stuff women do, man, I done seen some stuff. What I've done pales in comparison to some of the stuff I've seen women do. Some of the stuff I heard women talk about on Facebook. It used to be this group called Pussy Trauma. I don't know if it's still there. I think it got deleted because I don't see it anymore. I used to see it, or they could have just kicked me out. But it's this group called Pussy Trauma. It was. And inside of that group, women were talking about all things that they wanted to do with their vagina. It didn't matter how many men they wanted to sleep with, how many men they did sleep with, how they slept with men. It was women in there talking about the night before they got married, their bachelor parties, and sleeping with their husbands' brothers and fathers, and all types of just shit that men would never think women do, because men want us to be angelic. They want us to be nothing like them. But depending upon what kind of man they are, they might treat us so disrespectfully. You'd be surprised that they look at you in an angelic way to begin with, because of how bad they treat women. Men love women. Men love women's physical appearance. They like how we look, how we move. Some of them even want to be us. Women are the shit to men. But for some reason, men like to program women to believe that men are the prize. Women are the prize. Women are the prize. But because we've been indoctrinated to believe that we're less than them, and that they put a mirror, they police our vagina, they put a magnifying glass, not mirror, magnifying glass on everything we do. Can't even pee in peace. Always policing what we do all of the time. But never police themselves. Have you noticed? Somebody said that to me earlier when we was talking about Lil Boosie and how he was policing Lori Harvey's vagina. Like his ass ain't got countless kids and baby mamas. He just think he a better man and no man should get with her, but it's okay for women to get with him, right? With all them baby mamas and shit. That's how men think. Men really think, and we're not talking about good men. And I'm trying to stop using the term alpha and beta to describe men, because men out here sick of hearing me say that. But it's true. It's true. Men have to make better choices. Men have to treat women a lot better. And women have to stop accepting bullshit and also be better women as well and make better choices in men as well. Everybody got to do better. It's like a collective effort. It's not just one sex that needs to improve. It's both. Black men and black women. Now, black women doing what they supposed to do. I'm telling you. We out here doing it. We out here getting businesses and damn money and all types of stuff. Like I'm telling you, like I'm a business owner. So when I would do seminars and conferences or go to seminars and conferences, I would always see more men than anything. Now, oh my God, it's like black women are everywhere. And I'm talking about, I like to travel, right? And I like travel videos. If you looked on my YouTube and my stories, I used to have a lot of travel videos. I need to start putting them up, but it would be clips of places I went or places that I want to go. And usually in those clips, you will see white women going on like these luxury vacations to like Greece and Paris, places you wouldn't usually just see a black person. Now, what? These black women are all over the place. It is not a game. Women are out here, black women are out here getting money. Black women are getting education, their money, stabilizing their lives, man, losing weight. They working out. Like a lot of people be like, oh, black women don't work out. Shit, I don't know what you talking about. Because they all over the place. Everywhere. I don't know what y'all seeing, but I know even with me looking on Instagram, man, all I see is workout videos from women, black women traveling, wealthy women. It could be because I'm a wealthy woman, so I'm seeing other wealthy women now that are black. But before, I would get online and I would be like, where all wealthy women at who like working out and traveling? I would be looking for it and I couldn't find it. But now it's like, oh, well, shit, it's right here. Now I live in California. Everything different now. Making that improvement, just me moving from Atlanta to San Francisco, improved my life so much. It just changed my thought process about life and everything. Just by the way these people live taught me so much more. Don't be afraid to make a change like that. Some people be afraid to leave their little box that they've been in for all them years. I was in Atlanta for 17 years. You couldn't tell me that men wasn't shit. I was like, these ain't shit ass men. Men ain't shit. Black men ain't shit. I don't want nothing to do with them. They're toxic. Get them away from me. Then I moved to California. And I met a completely different breed of men of all races. I was like, whoa, these men, I mean, the way that they respect women is so different. Ladies, if you having a hard time finding a man, travel. Fellas, you having a hard time finding a good woman and you a good man, travel. Travel. I gotta go, y'all. I was supposed to be gone a long time ago. I holla. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream before you go, all right? Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.